How we doing? Okay, so this is the second day of my fasting, and things are just coinciding with each other. Where I created this like page on Facebook, but yet at the same time, I have been posting regularly about this fasting process on my TikTok page, and trying to use these videos to put them on YouTube as well, so that somebody that's on TikTok can actually go and see a longer version of me trying to explain this. I mean, I am a blue collar entrepreneur, but a part of entrepreneurship is taking responsibility. And I mean, part of this fasting, this whole journey for me has been me taking responsibility for my health. Um, I mean, I look at my parents, and well, I guess what I'm getting at is, for whatever reason, I naturally picked up good habits. I already consume a lot of water. I already shy away from sugar, that kind of thing. But over the years, as I have become more knowledgeable, with my son dying over cancer, which led me on the journey through vitamins, minerals, and nutrition, all the way up to seeing my parents and thinking about being conscious of quality of life and of taking care of myself in my 30s and 40s and 50s, because sooner or later 60s and 70s hit, and health-wise decisions that you make in your earlier years determine your quality of life in your later years. So while the page is about a multitude of things, I'm trying to expand upon this journey that I'm on right now. So with that said, look, I'm on day 2 of the actual fast, and this is a 0 caloric water fast. But I do talk about tips and tricks and tools that I use. Today, what I showed on TikTok was the ketone strips that I use. Ketone strips you can use them to measure your body going into ketosis. It's almost like when you stop eating, you stop giving your body carbohydrates, you stop giving your body sugar, which is the first fuel source that your body will ultimately burn off of. You give yourself a multitude of things in food. Your body always starts with burning the carbs and burning the sugar. If you give yourself sugar and fat at the same time, your body automatically stores the fat because it can't burn fat and sugar at the same time. So ketosis is switching from your body burning off of the carbohydrates and the sugars you're feeding it, to switching off of the fat, and ultimately into switching to burning off of your fat reserves themselves. So by using those ketone strips, it's a tool for you to use to track through urine sample on your body making that transition into ketosis and moving over to burning off of fat in your fast reserves. I'm trying to, I guess, talk about the tips and the tricks, because one of the things that I stressed on TikTok today was there are so many health benefits that can come from fasting, but there are, in fact, dangers as well. When I consulted with my physician, she was very clear that electrolytes and sodium are like, you must maintain electrolytes and sodium in your body in order for you to physically and mentally function properly. So when you go on a water fast, drinking nothing but water, you're flushing a lot of things out of your system. And one way or another, you have got to maintain your sodium and your electrolytes. So my cheat is that, like Propel or Powerade, they have 0 calorie versions of their drink, but they also come with electrolytes and sodium. So yes, it's a cheat, but the reality is the whole purpose of the 0 caloric water fast is so that your body makes that turn to ketosis and you're not giving it any sugar. And the Propel and the Powerade, no, it's not directly water, but you're getting something good out of it. And your body doesn't know that it's not just 100% pure water, because it's not caloric. Point being, you have to feel it and listen to your body and make sure that as you're going through this, you're drinking a lot of water and you're flushing out, which means you have got to replace the sodium and the electrolytes in some fashion. And that's what I've found is the best way that actually works for me. I got one little tip on that as we get to a couple days down the road for what I use to replace the sodium to make sure that I'm mentally and physically still functioning properly. But these are the things that I wanted to talk about, where, no, I've consulted a doctor. I've done good 6 months worth of research before I went through the first fast. and I've continued on with the journey. The second time I journaled it, this time I'm blogging it, and it just so happens that I created a like page, and I'm not fake. So if I'm really going to document the journey, well, this is a big thing to me, especially in February. So we're documenting, and I'm putting it out there, and over the coming days, I'll put out as much information as I go through the process and my body goes through the process. Have a good day.